right, there we go. That's up. All right, there we go. That's up. All right, we are live. We are good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to race number 2 of the A.I.R Racing League playoffs, round of 8, coming to you from Atlanta. We already got Indy in the chat. Saying Indy's the best. Well, I did do some private races with Indy today, and I did beat him 3 times, so we can't say he's the best. But he's the only, between us, he's the only guy who's made it to a championship for. So, I guess. I can't wait to hear what he says about that. But we are in the playoffs. The middle race of the round of 8 at Atlanta. A lot of drivers really not looking forward to this. Atlanta's a pretty tricky place to drive. It's right now Private Patton, the first driver to lock himself in to the championship 4. Giving him 1-9, a run for his money. As we're looking to jump in. Ooh, we just got an influx of people. What's up to the 4 that just jumped in here? As we got... Who's starting on pole? We're going to go up here. And it's Tristan Dobbs with 1-9. Starting to his outside. So we'll jump in here at Atlanta. But all the drivers are still getting ready. Or at least still on the loading screen. So we'll wait on that. And what a season it's been, man. Almost coming to the end. We got 2 races left in this season. This not being one of them. This is the 3 to go mark. But we are coming to the green flag with Dobbs and the white 5 going to lead him to it. We are green at Atlanta. 9mm tucks right in on the bottom. We try to find that look back camera. Look at him go 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Already got a car near the back. That is Mikey Danman. Got caught up on that outside wall. Now for second. Third now. Mudweiser not having a great 3 and 4. He got stuck on that outside, and he'll drop down to 5th. Meanwhile, back up at the front, 9mm. Took a peek to the inside of that white 5. Couldn't get it done. 9 run that classic black, blue, and red paint scheme on that 47. He's run all season. Behind him, though, he's got Sir Gillian's in the 29. Behind that, the 27. Who's the 27? Oh, Juggle Punk. So right now the top 4 pretty well straightened out. I was going to go back here and watch the 88 of Involved Tense. Now he's into a fight with the 8 of J.E. Side by side for 6th. And that outside line just isn't it, buddy. The 50 of Yokeman, he's going to try and take a peek to the inside. Caught the apron, though, and making a return in the 24. That is JRC Indy back here in about 9th. Battle for the lead up at the front. 9mm to the inside of the 5. He's got help from Sir Gillian's and Juggle Punk. And 9mm gonna squeak on through to the lead as they come out of turn 4. Now the fight on for second. Not anymore, as the hole was filled by Tristan Dobbs. Meanwhile, back here, we'll go back to Involved Tense. There is the 9. Oh boy, they're going to be 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Not anymore. The 88 going to let off and just let Indy. That is the 9 of Private Patton, the one who's already locked in, running the sickest paint scheme I think you could run on the 9. They're both actually rocking some pretty damn good schemes. The Liberty 24 and the black and green Mountain Dew number 9. Keep your eyes on these two. Indy was hoping coming into this race tonight that 24 car is going to give him the spark he needs to try and work himself into the championship 4. He needs a win. I'm going to be honest with you. He is out by 9 points. But he's got to get by Sir Gillians, who's running top 5, and Tristan Dobbs, who was leading, but sits second. All the drivers he needs to beat are in front of him. He does have the saving grace of Lord Grizzle not being here tonight, the last car in the championship 4, in the championship 4 hunt that's above the cutoff line. I finally got over my stroke I was having so I could finish that thought. But that would only just put Sir Gillians in, as he is the first car below that cutoff line. But there's still a ton of racing to go. Those two guys are only just getting started on their march to the front as we ride on with the second place car, Tristan Dobbs in the 5. But if you look back there right now, the 9 of Private Patton trying to work around the 8 of J.E. And the hard part right now is that this 9 has no drafting help. The 24 of Indy is off to his back, so he has no help from him. The 8 of J.E. now can tuck into that draft and start working with the 9 in order to help catch this lead group, which already has a battle going on. The 27 of Juggle Punk takes away third from the 29 of Sir Gillians. Meanwhile, Mudwise are just right in the middle of these groups. And how many laps are we completed? We'll see when Mikey Danman crosses the line just exactly where we are. We are 41 laps away from the end of stage 1. So about 2 rounds of pit stops we should see. Oh, and speaking of Mikey Danman, back here running 9th. Him and the 8 of J.E. have a little coming together. It's the 9 of Patton. 24 of Indy. This, the 32 of Mikey Danman, the 8 of J.E. falling a little bit behind these 3. But that is Slomero, I believe. It is Slomero in the 96 is joining this little 3 to 4 car tandem, depending on where they are at any given moment. But look who's up into second now. Sir Gillians dropped to 4th, now has worked his way up to the 2nd position. 19mm though, still out front. Nobody really able to catch, let alone get by. Actually, the correct way would be to get by, let alone catch. Now that I actually said that statement correctly. However, though, oh, we got a yellow caution on the track. For whom? Oh, it's the 88 of Involved Tents, the 8 of J.E., the 96 of Slomero, and the 50 of Yokeman. Look at the damage on his nose there. That was a hard impact that we just missed. Oh, JRC Indy! Oh, no! The bad luck season continues at Atlanta for the now 24 of JRC Indy. I'm going to say his full name every time I say it, because he was giving me so much crap because I have a brain aneurysm whenever I go onto his car and I say his name wrong. Or I just say somebody else's name. But We're getting ready to go back green here. And 1-9. Gonna try and lead him into turn 1. He will. It's the 29 has no drafting help. So it'll just be him and Dobbs into turn 1. Private Patton. You see going 3 wide. He is through up to 6th. Underneath the 29 of Gillians. Dobbs got shuffled up to the high side. He'll fall from 2nd. Now down to 4th. Look at this. The 12 went up high. And now leaves all the bottom open for the 9 of Patton. And 1 restart. He goes up, what, 5, 6 spots? Oh, and the record behind him! The 5, the 88, all go around the 50 of Yokeman involved. And the caution flies again. Yokeman spun after demolishing the rear end of the 32 of Mikey Danman. Indy makes it through along with the 96 of Slow Marrow. Juggle Punk, though. How about, though, this 27 a Juggle Punk, the white Simons, or the black Simons, the black and blue. But look who we have starting on the inside. I believe that is the 8 of JE. He was doing this a lot last week at Darlington. And Mudweiser, both of them don't pit. Everybody else comes down pit road. They elect to stay out. They're 1-2. 1-9 down to 3rd. Here comes the 9. Private Patton. Up to 4th. Gonna peek to the high side. He's very ambitious. Now, many drivers can get the good out of the outside at Atlanta. I think it was just because he felt he got... That was the only line. Look who's to the inside. It's Indy. JRC Indy now up to 4th as the 9 falls. Sir Gillians runs it up the track. He has the help of the 27 behind him. Move the 24 up to P3. Now a battle for the lead. We're going to ride on the nose of the 24. 9mm. Your leader is JE Racing, and the 8 will fall. And look who lost out now. Private Patton. Fell from fighting in the top 5 to now just fighting to even stay in the top 10. 12 drivers in the field. He sits 10th. And look who's up to 2nd. The 24 of Indy. Now riding in line with the 69 or 47. Sorry, I don't know why. It's 69. It looked like it's 69, so my brain just read it that way. Oh, and Indy getting trapped on the outside by JE and into the wall! Oh, the 24 ran it all the way up. And now JE missing the bottom. Here comes the 5 of Tristan Dobbs, who was the casualty of that last yellow. Slamero, who is a casualty of the first yellow. Both of them up to now 2nd and 3rd. And here comes the 9 of Private Patton shooting into 5th. Muscling his way through. 9mm, though, is just loving what he's seeing. You guys have fun. Whoa, did I just see a car leave? I did! It was the 29 of Sir Gillians. Gillians is down and out. And that is huge. Because of the fact that he's out has massive playoff implications. He was the first car below the cutoff line. Now that gets handed over to Tristan Dobbs because Dobbs will get all the stage points. That'll help out JRC Indy because now he gets the benefit of the playoff points that the 29's not getting. Involved 10ths in the 88. I gotta find him real quick. There he is. The 88 of involved 10ths will be helped out too. He's 1 point behind Indy in the last spot in the round of 8. So this is math. So the car who sits 4th and 5th in the round of 8 right now. And boy, I bet you Gillians is fuming. Because that just put him in a tremendous hole. We are now 22 laps remaining, and look who's up to 3rd. The 9 of Private Patton. Slamero, though, in the 96. Look how good he's doing sitting right here in 4th. The car all season who's had a lot of good runs. Just didn't have the ending to go with the good runs. But right now, having another top 5 run here at Atlanta, he sits 4th. You got to go way back here to find that 27 of Juggle Punk. And behind him is the 8 of JE Racing, along with the 32 of Mikey Danman. Oh, and Mikey going to take the shot to the inside. Comes off strong on turn 4. Allows him to get the run. And he will be through. As I'm getting messages from Sir Gillians. JRC Indy now underneath the 8. He'll move up a spot. Slamero in the 9. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but Slamero just set the 9 up good with a crossover move. Looked high, went back down low after the 9 committed to the high side to try and block him. And the 96 of Slamero capitalizes to 3rd. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Tristan Dobbs, your pole sitter, now back up to 2nd after being involved in the early yellow. Now you're starting to see what usually happens on these on these intermediate tracks, which is that you start seeing these groups. It's not so much in the back. It was for a little bit, but you got this group of 2, that group of 2 behind them. But so far, everyone behind that pretty well single file. As these 2 are just willing to run nose to tail. They want nobody to have no part. In their little fun they're having up at the front. As I'm still trying to get Gillian's little ass up here. And look at this 9, though. The 9 of Private Patton. I think he's still got a little bit of the draft from that 5 of Dobbs. But look at the entry difference. I forgot Gillians was listening to this. Yeah. But Private Patton might still have a little bit of the draft. And look at the way they're entering the corners. Private Patton takes a much shallower entry, while he's just to the bottom. The 5 and the 47, now he changes up a little bit. But for that last lap or 2, the 5 and the 47 were a little bit more gradually to the bottom. Meanwhile, the 9 was quick to the bottom. You see it here. He's caught him. This is a 3-car grouping now. And I can already smell a 9 and 47 little rivalry brewing because these two have been up at the front all season long. Oh, and here we go. Private Patton going to stay out an extra lap. Green flag pit stops. I've started. This will be the last pit stop they need to do to get to the end of the stage. That sent Sir Gillian's like 2 invites now, and he's yet to get in here. Meanwhile, oh yeah, duh. I'm like, meanwhile, you got the cars on pit road, and I'm sitting on the one car that ain't gonna do nothing on pit road. There you see the 47 and the 5, JRC Indian. Hey!
Well, Nancy.
What happens? You lag out?
Yep, lost server connection, baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. I was just waiting for the time to come, you know? I'm like, man, I can't wait to lag out.
All right,
now you have a buddy in the booth.
Yay, Private Patton coming down to make his last mandatory stop of stage 1 so he can make it to the end. Mikey Danman, though, still going. He will assume the race lead with about 11 laps to go. He still has to make his last mandatory pit stop as we see JRC Indy get back on track there, right in front of him.
You seen anything different with Indy?
Yeah, his car.
Yeah, he thinks that's gonna be give him some good luck now.
Well, he immediately gets caught in a yellow.
Brings out the first caution.
All right, so there's 1-9 in Slamero. I have no idea who the race. Okay, here comes the 9. That is the 9 of Private Patton. Let's see the 47 come around. The 96 will get by him. So staying out those 2 laps, not the best strategies. Here comes the 5 of Dobbs.
Gonna have fresher tires though.
Yeah, but it's only by 2 laps, and they only got, what, 9 laps to go here? Mikey Danman gonna get past here, so he'll no longer be your race leader. It will be the 47 of 19mm going out of turn 2. Slamero sitting in second, the 9 third. Has gotten caught by the 5 of Dobbs, and we did see a little bit earlier before they went down pit road. The 9 can run these guys down. If you give him a little bit of a draft, he's got the line to do it. But 19mm having a tremendous lead. Slamero missing the bottom. Here comes the 9 of Patton to the inside along with the 5 of Dobbs. So we got, what, 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go as they cross the line.
Got a lot of ground to make. Lots.
Yeah, and I was trying to spark a Private Patton 1-9 rivalry. Because last week, they had a little coming together, and post-race, things got a little...
Yeah, that race for me.
Not out of hand, but they got a little confrontive. But
Yeah.
kudos to Private Patton. Once he found out he was in the wrong, he was very apologetic. Did very well owning the fact that he did come up the racetrack into 1-9, which got 1-9 into the wall. And they both were cordial about it. They're all good now. And now here they are sitting 1-2 again with the 9 trying to run that 47 down with this handful of laps we have left remaining. About 6 to be exact. 5.5 to be really exact.
Well, now I know there's going to be 2 drivers in this one next week. There's a...
I don't know. We'll see. Indy Indy's trying to join you in that category right now.
Ain't good. Position C, you know.
Well, he's behind Mikey Dan, man. He's got a notification popped up. I think he's back there in probably 8th, 9th, 10th area.
He's in the pits for me. Right behind me. I know
I think it's you. I think you gotta back out and rejoin because he's running on track right now. So if you jump into the game chat lobby, you can usually hitch a ride. You can hitch a ride on one of them, and then you can do it that way. That's how I usually do it. That's what I did last week. Oh, and a new leader, the 9, Private Patton, out front with 3 to go. The 47 in line with him. He's going to peek to the inside. We're going to have these two fight for stage 1. Private Patton, who's already won his way into the round of 4, just likes winning. And boy, did he do well to chase down the 5 and now the 47 to take the lead away.
I did not see that coming whatsoever.
I didn't see it coming so fast.
Yeah, they have a big gap. I wonder what could have happened. Probably made a mistake or just that fast. Them 2-lap fresher tires too.
That's true. The fresher tires apparently made a difference. I've never seen them make this big of a difference. 1-9 though, starting to lose track of this 47. He is still in the draft. Yep, 1 to go here in stage 1. The 9, a Private Patton out front. I got caught chatting. It does not look like 1-9 will have a shot at him. He's going to run it into turn 3. He's going to peek to the inside. The 9 gets loose. The 47 can't get the run. Private Patton, your stage 1 winner at Atlanta.
At Atlanta. At. Now I'm just, you know. Wow, that was interesting. We're more worried about involved than the race lead.
Indy finished 9th, if anybody's curious.
That's a couple points there.
Dobbs 3rd, Slamero 4th, rounding out the top 5, Mikey Danman. Then it's Jigglepunk. And Mudweiser, J.E., Indy, and Yokeman. Yes, it is Jugglepunk. I did say his name wrong.
You just prefer jiggle, don't you?
I do like it when they jiggle. What? Sorry.
I bet you do, homie.
Yeah, I do.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't, though?
I know. All right, 111 laps remaining. So everybody comes down pit road, gets the fresh rubber under them. We'll see what these two up at the front, the 9 and the 47, can do as we get ready to go green for stage 2. And the 9 going to have the run, but everybody bundled together going to leave the 47 out to dry as they go into turns 1 and 2. Luckily, Mikey Danman jumps up to the top. That'll give the 47 the room he needs to get to the bottom, just because Jugglepunk was coming in strong to turn 3. 1-9 runs it a little wide. Oh, Mudweiser into the grass. He's on to pit road. Will he be able to get out before the game glitches him? He's just sitting in the infield grass right now. Oh, Indy! Into Juggle! 3-car incident with Mikey Danman. 19 millimeter. The yellow flies.
Let's see what happened here. Do a little replay here.
I was gonna say I can do that too.
Juggle gone to the inside of 1-9.
Oh my God! Indy just came out of nowhere. Oh my God! Everybody slowed down. Indy tried to get through and gain 3 spots in less than 30 feet. And just not enough room for that car to get through. Is either destroy Juggle or try and find a way through that. Oh, he just came in. He said the 47 was already getting loose. I can't hear the... Wait, no, can I hear that?
Oh, they're wrecking off the start.
Oh!
What's going on?
The 12 of Mudweiser.
Patton. That's not good. What the heck happened? Let's do a replay again. Oh, Mud left. That's interesting. You seeing this?
Oh! Mudweiser gone.
Or something.
So the 12 of Mudweiser, not in the championship hunt. But he is now out. The 88's out.
They're dropping like flies, baby.
Everybody's like, yes, top 10. Yeah, that leaves 9 cars on track with Involved Tents and Mudweiser gone. Involved Tents has actually been out for a minute.
Yeah. See, I wasn't done. I saw it before it happened.
I see. Look at this back green. Oh, the Ada JE. Oh, for God's sakes, where is he? There he is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is. He's already up into 4th. JE. Trying to stay in.
Patton.
Yep.
Made up what? 4 positions already off that restart? 1 lap?
Mm-hmm.
That's called raw speed right there, baby.
Meanwhile, you got the 5 up at the front blocking 2 lanes like this is a restrictor plate race.
Yeah, our draft is strong. Before I disconnect him, man.
Look at this. You got the 9 and the 47 side by side into turn 1 with the 27, a Juggle Punk in the hunt for the lead. With the 5 of Tristan Dobbs.
It's not letting me thing. What the flip flop god? I joined the lobby. It's not giving me the option to spectate. That's good.
Alright, here we go. Fight for the lead. Juggle Punk to the inside of Tristan Dobbs. Ooh, a little bit of contact coming out of turn 4. They do well to hold it. Give that lap to Juggle. But the 5 not done on the outside. It's 2v3. 2 on top, 3 on top, 2 on bottom. Now it's just 1, and that's not what the 5 wants to see. It's Slamero. Hi, Grizzle. You could have been here, but it's fine. I let you mean it. 3 wide now for second. Oh, it was for a really hot second. Samaro, though, splitting the gap. Keeping the 9 and the 47 behind him. And Juggle Punk is loving life. You all keep doing your thing. I'll just run my line. Duh. Wow, that's so rude. It's so rude. Cry about it. Wow. And Juggle Punk still out front, but everybody is not making it easy. Dobbs on him like a hawk. Even Grizzle can't believe the nasty comment.
You see, when you're in the playoffs, right? You gotta show you're not messing around.
I see. Well, right now, Juggle is not messing around. He's literally looking at everybody saying, if you're going to pass me, you're doing it on the outside, which is exactly what Dobbs is trying to do now. Has a little bit of a run. I'm going to go top down to see how this one goes. Side by side down the backstretch. The 27 with the preferred line. The 5 squeezing him to the bottom. And the 27 does well to hold him off. But now, if he looks behind him, he does not see the 5 or the 8 or the 9. It is none other than the 47 of 1.9mm who runs behind him in second. That's a guy who can get a pass done and get it done fast. Much deeper entry. You see how much more speed he carries into that corner. Oh, J.E. tries to fill a hole quick. He's through the grass. Does a really good job to save that A.I.R.
One guy I want to shout out is to Yolkman. Has a beautiful sponsored rig now. Got a bunch of stickers on there. Looks pretty good.
Has a what?
Sponsors on his rig.
Oh.
It's, real life. Sim rig. You seen that?
Yeah, I think he's posted it to the Discord.
Isn't that neat?
All right, here we go. Look who's moving up the field. He's going to hate that I'm saying anything, but it is the 24, JRC Indy. He absolutely hates when I talk about him. He thinks it's bad luck if I start talking about him. So we're going to go over to Slamero.
You stopped calling him the Phantom. That's what it is.
I did. The Phantom is starting to bring the name back in the 24. He's been caught up in a little shenanigans now. Finds himself back in the top 5 as we see Slamero in the 96. Trying to get his feet back under him. He runs now 7th as the 32 of Mikey Danman moves up to 6th. However, we need to talk about this 27. As I have already gone by him. There he is, Juggle Punk. Nope. Oh, look at this. The Phantom finds himself in 2nd. Stars and Stripes up to P2. Now Indy just trying to run in the draft line. Meanwhile, the draft line, meaning the 27, just keeps on bobbing. And Indy doing his best to try and stay with it. But what a hell of a breakout race for this 27. He's run top 5 every race he's been in. This is the first time we've seen him really take control of a race. As we got about 6 laps before our, next scheduled green flag stop, unless there's some unmiracle of God, there's a caution, because we've already had 3 or 4 of them. We got 28 laps left in this stage. By some Chiefs devil magic, we'll see a caution. Also, shout out, we got 5 people in here watching it. I know most of them are league guys, but hey, what's up? Out 4 now. They didn't like me talking about them, bastards. 1-9 getting shuffled up to the outside, trying to make something happen. Now finds himself in the clutches of the 9 of Patton. Indy trying to get the 27 to commit to blocking the outside so he can try that undercut into turn 3. But to no avail. 27 continues to run up at the front. We'll do the look back cam so we can see all these guys bobbing and weaving right now through the corners. Best way to stay straight, except for Indy, who runs about 3 lanes higher than everybody else. But you see all the different lines these guys choose going into the corners. And now here we go, Juggle Punk down pit road. Indy gonna go with him. Oh, and he's around. Oh, it was just a pirouette. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Juggle. Oh no, Juggle. All the way back to the line he goes.
That is not good.
That is, as Grizzle put it, a man down. That is catastrophic for that 27. Luckily, though, it is still just stage 2, so he can make it back. Right now, though, it is Mikey Danman in second. The 9 of Private Patton out front. Look at that. The 32 doing well to stay right with that 9 car. I don't think the 9's going to stay out 2 laps again this time. Maybe he'll come down this time by. No. And now these two, the 9 and the 27, should be coming, or 9 and the 32, sorry, should be coming down this time. 5 of Dobbs now getting off the pit road. The 47, the 24, and the 8 of Indy, or not Indy, of JE. Now I'm calling everybody Indy. Here comes the 5 of Dobbs rejoining this group. And I believe right now this would be the potential battle for the lead between the 47 and the 5. The 5 was running in the top 5 when he came down. As the 9 and the 32 are running it down to fumes. 32 had nothing left. Meanwhile,
9 is still going.
Yeah, the 32 had nothing. That thing was drier than a fart. And yet, the 9 can stay out. He just heard over the radio, P1 will be pitting this time. He only had 1 lap more, which means he had to have been saving just a little bit when he was running back there in the 5th or 6th position. Who is... Okay, so the 9 still being shown as your race leader. These guys coming out of turn 4 now. Patton now just getting off the pit road. Once these guys get by him, we'll be able to see.
That's a lot of time.
Yes, the 5 of Tristan Dobbs is your race leader. And we've been kind of waiting for this, or at least I have been. Last season, Tristan Dobbs, when he was running the 9 car, was around the top every week. The beginning of this year was a little bit of a struggle for him in that 5, and he's finally starting to get everything figured out, and right now is out front here at Atlanta.
Yep, this is definitely one of his favorite tracks here.
He's showing it.
And he's still staying strong there after that pit incident there.
And the 9 of Private Patton lost a crap ton of time by staying out 3 laps more than the leaders. It also didn't help that they looked like this the whole time he was out.
Yep.
So that hurt him too, along with the slower lap times. These guys were in the draft the whole way around. And unfortunately, you do not
Probably
see,
part of strategy.
and obviously, we do not see the 27 to juggle as he got into the spin cycle when they came down their first pit stop. He got spun at the entrance to pit road, which in turn made him lose what, 10 seconds?
No, more than that, I did. Have to back all the way back up. Get back down. It's all on us.
JE losing touch with the top three. Meanwhile, JRC Indy trying to just stay with it. And right now, Private Pat is about 5 seconds off of that 8-car JE, which would put him about 6 seconds behind this group of three. $15 laps to go, so we're all set to make it to the end of this stage, I believe. Maybe. I don't know if these guys who were 3 laps behind the 9 are. I was gonna say, how many laps can you go?
19 to get to 10. That's 14 laps.
Alright, so maybe these guys up at the front can't make it. Because they pitted 3 laps after or before the 9. That's right. Right now, we're running with the 47 of 19 millimeter, who's right now losing the
Patton passing Mikey Danman.
Oh, and there we go. Private Patton up to 6th. And that was a quick-ass pass he did on that 32. Meanwhile, they both came down at the same... No, sorry. Danman came down a lap before the 9.
Mm-hmm. So Patton should be a lap short. And Mikey only 2. So, like I said,
There is a chance they'll come down, because right now you can tell the 9 is not saving.
Leaders are pitting. Tristan 1-9.
Yes, they are all down pit road.
Andy's pitting. Andy's coming out. See how he cycled out. They probably took no tires.
We'll see what the rest of the field does. So right now your race leader is ahead of the 96 of Slamero. There you go, the 32. Staying out with the 9. He has the... He has the availability to stay out with the 9.
Yep.
And now. Private Patton being shown as your race leader in the 9. After these 3, now 2 came down pit road. J.E. and Yokeman getting off pit road. Meanwhile, Solomero doing the same. When will we see these two come down? The 9 and the 32.
They shouldn't have to go. What I'm saying.
Oh, they might be able to make it to the end.
Mikey's stream, 7 laps to go, and he has 7 laps in the tank.
Yeah, he might be able to sputter across the line.
Yeah. And he's
Or he could.
Draft.
Yeah, he's using the draft to help him save a little bit. He might be able to even make a race out of this if he can keep it going.
Yeah. Patton's obviously. He knows how to save, even though he's been up by himself the whole time. Oh. Mine is not happy.
Who's not happy?
Mud.
Well, yeah, he got lagged out.
He was sending a very happy message.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very... Can't say it. Won't say it.
It'd probably be best that you didn't.
Words beginning with the F.
All right.
Oh, and he left my server. Wow, interesting.
All right. Well, back to the on track. We got about 4 laps to go as they cross the line. We'll work out the Mudweiser thing post race. But there's 32 doing well to stay with a 9 of Patton. Not very many drivers can say that. He's sticking right into his draft.
Patton's probably trying to save 10.
I bet you they're both working together to save at least a lap.
Yeah. Let's see. Mikey has here. Yeah, he's almost a lap to the good. He has 4 laps to the 10. He has 3 laps to go. So he is going to make it.
Yeah, and that just means that these two theoretically can finish 1-2. They still have to get there. And there's the 27 of Juggle Punk. You see him in the back of these two fighting. I believe he is, 1 lap down. So he is not a car fighting for position. There's now Private Patton starting to pull away from Mikey.
Yeah. Let's see if Mikey can get anything out of this. He'll take the stage win. So I don't want
Because right now, this I believe is the white flag. 1 lap to go in stage number 2.
Keep an eye on Indy and 1-9. They're right bunched up together.
Trying to get to that 5 of Tristan Dobbs. I don't know if they'll have the time to do it.
See what he does.
And there you go. The 9 letting the 27 on by. The 27 will get his lap back. Meanwhile, Private Patton will cross the line, and he will be your stage 2 winner. The 47 and the 24 could not get to the 5.
The 24 thought about passing 1-9, but second thought.
So Private Patton, Mikey Danman. Then it is, yes, the 5 of Tristan Dobbs, 1-9, 24 of Indy, rounding out your top 5. Wait for that full list so I can at least get the top 10. Oh, there it is, by golly. 6th was somebody. J.E. And then Slamero finishes 7th.
Ooh, a lot of
Juggle Punk, 8th, got his lap back. Or one of them. Holy shoot.
How are they all a lap down?
Because everybody else had to come down because the 9 and the 32 saved enough. So only one car. So Dobbs will be the one of 3 cars on the lead lap because everybody else is going to come down pit road. That's incredible.
Ah, interesting. It's interesting.
3-car horse. 19mm is not in the fight. It is the 5 at the back of the field. The 9 and the 32. Everybody else is a lap down or more. Here comes Indy. He got his lap back. The 9 doing well. Oh, the 32 pinches the 47. The 9 doing well to just let everybody get their lap back. So everybody that's going on by now is now back on the lead lap. Here comes the 47 of 19mm. The lead actually now goes to the 5 of Tristan Dobbs because he snuck through the lap down cars. But I don't think the 9, Patton, is really too worried about that, as he is still in the draft of the 47.
Oh, Indy.
Oh, this is for position. All of these drivers beating and banging. Oh, here comes the 47 of 19mm. This is to get his lap back. So everybody in front of the 5 is technically on the lead lap. They are borderline a lap down.
They're all praying for a caution right now. That's for sure.
As now, Slamero, J.E. go back. Oh, lap down. The 5 missing the entry to 1. The 9 getting pushed below the yellow as the 8 tries to recover. A lot of drivers who don't want to go back a lap down.
Tristan passed Solmero. J.E. passing Solmero. Not looking good for you, Grizz.
There's 19 trying to stay ahead of that 5 car. I need a blanket. It is cold as shit in my house, and I'm in a sweater.
Shoot. Oh, Solmero. All over the place.
47 and the 27 working together here, trying to draft, use each other to stay ahead of that 5.
That would be kind of funny. Patton just came here to win this so he can let him take the win.
Yeah. Well, you gotta remember, 19 did the same damn thing when we went to Bristol. He blitzed the field.
Hey, you know, I was there.
Mm.
You know, I was, catching him near the end. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I was so proud of myself. And then when I told him, he's like, yeah, I wasn't trying anyways. I'm like, I was sweating my behind off. I'm like, yes, I'm catching him. Let's go. Please. I was like, yeah, I wasn't really trying. I'm like, come on. Right there. I was like, man.
Oh, Indy shuffled to the back of this group in front of the leader.
Juggle point back to lead after that.
Back to lead the cars that are clinging to stay on the lead lap. And Tristan Dobbs doesn't have to do anything. The 9 of Private Patton back here with the 96 of Slamero and the 32 of Mikey Danman. Meanwhile, the 5 who's been mixing it up with these cars who could be put a lap down. Indy looking like he could be. He's trying. Clinging on to every ounce of life this track could give him.
Uh-oh. Crossover.
Yeah.
He bumped him.
A little bit of contact with Indy. Indy a lap down. He is the first car, though, 1 lap down. So if a caution were to fly, he would get the free pass and start at the tail end of the field.
Yeah. That's a difficult thing to do. Tristan does.
Oh, the blanket's helping. Okay.
Tristan passing
1-9, a lap down. So all these cars that the 9 was ever so gracious to get their lap back after the blitzing him and Mikey put on the field. Dobbs does not care one little bit about your feelings. He is going to now put everybody back one lap down.
No, not J.E. Indy to the inside of 1-9.
Ah, see, Indy? It's not just me, dog.
What is happening 1-9? He's falling off.
He is falling. But he's regathered it back to the bottom. It's the 47, so we'll see. The 9 and the 32 willing to run behind all these guys. So if they were the leaders, everybody in front of them would be on the lead lap, just barely. But the 5's like, no, man, I want to keep all these guys down. He knows if any of these guys get back on the lead lap, especially the 47 or the 27, then his chances of getting the win today are very, very slim. This also being the final stage. Stage 1 and 2 are complete. We have, what, about 42 laps remaining. 41 now. So 2 pit cycles. About 2 or 3, maybe. Got to wonder, too, if the 9 and the 32 are back here saving while the 5 is out front using his stuff up. Which is probably why they're more than willing to let everybody get their lap back. So that way they could sit in the back. Oh, 1-9 missing the entry to 1 there. Not making it up and exit. Oh, yes, I totally forgot. Oh, my gosh! Oh, the 9! A private pen just absolutely...
Wow. I think he missed pit road. What do you think? What in tarnations? Are you mute? Well, I'm just so shocked.
No, I'm listening to in-game. Private Patton shaking off the contact with Indy and Slow-Mo. Indy chopped the nose of the 9, which shot him up to the track. And up into the 96. And that's why we saw the 9 barrel it down pit road. Right now, the 47. That is actually huge. Right now, though, your leader, the 32 of Mikey Danman. As the guy who was ahead of him had a casualty. The driver who was also ahead of him is somewhere else.
Who was it?
It was Dobbs, who's just now getting off of pit road. So he came down pit road. The 32 doing what the 9's been doing this whole time.
Indy. banging with, oh, there we go. What's that spot? Battling on the outside. Gee willikers.
Getting distracted by the in-game chat. These guys are getting chatty. There's a 50 of Yokeman is on pit road now. Now here comes the 9 of Private Patton, here to make his actual green flag stop. Mikey Danman, though, now will be on pit road when he comes by this time, as he will not have another lap of fuel to make it around.
J.E. and Indy are battling to the death. They just cross over twice already. Oh.
Ooh, and a little bit of contact into turn 1. Oh, Indy trying it again. He gets his nose. He's there. He's through Indy. Oh, J.E. into the wall.
A little beating and banging action going on. Can only imagine what's going on in the party. Indy. Oh, what is she doing?
Oh, the 8 and the 24. And that's the yellow.
Wow. Either he got loose or he just decided to bring out a caution.
And that's good for the 47 of 19 millimeter. He is the first car 1 lap down. Mikey Danman will not pit because he literally just did. Dobbs was in second, and Private Patton, thank God he's thinking that he just lapped the entire field, because even after a disaster on pit road, he gets to restart second. 1-9 on with the free pass, starting at the back, but up at the front, it is the 9 of Private Patton with the 32 of Mikey Danman, leading him to green. 30 laps remain after they get done their next round of green flag stops. They will not need to pit again until the end. The leaders go to the high side.
3 wide.
And the 47 doing the same damn thing. The 5 did. He's through to the lead. 1-9 follows the lap cars through. The 5 of Dobbs trying to pull the same trick, that we saw the 9 of Private Patton do. Let the lap cars by, ride in their draft. Save some fuel, so that way it's just less time you have to spend on pit road at the end of this one. 19 millimeters, like, get me the hell away from here. Get me to the lead, so if any craziness happens, I'm not in it.
Yeah, the risk Justin's taking is getting caught up in a wreck. And, like, right now, 3 wide, interesting.
Yeah, J.E. pinching him down to the bottom. Oh, man. Trying to pinch the 5, it did not pay off.
Keep an eye out for Patton.
Oh, the 96 is Samaro! Into the 8! Into the 32! Oh, that's a huge one!
And that's caution. Indy should get...
JRC Indy should be the next. He isn't. He is 2 laps down. Juggle Punk, the next car, 1 lap down, because they never made it back past the leader on their green flag cycle before that last yellow came out. So they never got to go back 1 lap down. So Juggle Punk did. He will get back on the lead lap and start from the tail end, which means
Lord have mercy.
Which means we will likely see the same. And he's talking about how he's actually dead after hitting the wall.
Mud just left.
Indy got the wave around. He's the first. He is the only car one lap down. There's a car in the grass right now. That would be the 50 of Yokeman. The 27 of Jugglepunk. Working his way through the lap traffic. We got 5 cars now in the mix. You have to get past the game glitch to get my damn car audio back. Indy, right now, your race leader, gets by the 5 of Dobbs. Those two are pretty done being nice to the lap guys. They think it's better to be ahead of them than behind them.
Yeah, it's definitely smart thing to do.
Even though it really wouldn't hurt them that bad if they did get behind them. Or if they did get involved in any shenanigans that went on when they were behind them. This is if there'd only be 6 cars on the lead lap. And the 6th guy would be starting from the tail end. There'd be 5 cars you'd have to worry about. Yeah, he's going to follow the 9 of Private Patton through underneath the 96. That's Lamero, who unfortunately brought out the most recent yellow. And if anybody is wondering, no, this 8 car of JE is 2 laps down. So he is not in a fight for the lucky dog spot. He's not in a fight for position right now. He is just running with the leaders, basically. Lamero providing an unwelcomed roadblock to the progress of that 27. Now able to get by his juggle. He'll have to work a little bit harder than he wants to run down both the 9 and especially the 47, your race leader.
9 definitely has some draft now. JE definitely helped that with slowing some down. Picked him up and now he's there. Gonna be there anytime now.
And we'll see how long it takes. The 27.
Yeah, they're behind. Juggle. Catch up.
I'm not seeing it, but Tristan Dobbs doing his best to just stay in the line of 19 millimeter.
You know how many laps are left?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I'll check for you. Don't worry. 17. That's 17. Well, coming 16.
All right, so 16 laps ago as they crossed the line.
Patton passed you.
Patton, yes, to the inside. Oh, my God. I saw a car go super slow. Oh, Indy around! Got collected, coming back on the track.
Looks like no caution. Yep, no caution.
Yep, by the 32 of Mikey Danman. Came onto the track too early and got into the 32.
It's going to be interesting to see these pit cycles, see what they take, since they're, like, theoretically, if they pit, they're only going to have like 4 or 5 laps to go. So when they take tires, when they take right sides.
If it were me, I'd take fuel only.
Patton's definitely saving. He's going to pit in the last 2-3 laps. Yeah, try to take as little fuel. Obviously, no tires. So we'll see how that works out.
Yes, he will have to pit before this one's over. That's the difficulty of trying to save 5 laps of fuel is stupid crazy.
To the inside of 1-9.
Yep, 1-9 falling in line. He's going to try his hand at saving a couple of laps here.
Yep. He was out there for a while.
Now he's going to run around at 3/4 throttle through the corners. Hammer down on the straightaway.
Yeah, Patton's definitely saving. If he wanted to, he could have been right on the bumper one of those past 4 laps. Definitely saving. Running half throttle. Because when I was behind Tristan in 1-9, man, you're lifting way more than what you typically do when you're running in a Patton.
Look at this, 1-9. Gonna get behind the 9 now. Dobbs right now, your race leader, but a little bit of strategy going on in the top 3 is 1-9 quick to get back down behind the 9 of Private Patton.
Makes you wonder, eh? What's going on in their minds?
Try to keep the gamer. They try to keep the in-game chat on, so I don't have to wonder because they usually speak it out loud. As right now, this one winding down to the end. Dobbs on pit road. The 47 and the 9 say hell nah. The 9 gonna try and short pit these two. We've seen the short pit strategy work from time to time this season. We'll see how well the 5, who's had a tremendous run today, how well he can do.
It's going to be interesting.
No sign of a penalty. JRC Indy apparently nursing a damn might as well near as makes no difference a flat tire onto pit road and didn't spin it.
Yeah, I don't think that 24 car helped. 1-9 to the pits.
Here we go. The 9 gonna stay out. 47 took the widest line he actually could. Private Patton. Yeah, he's going to stay out. This should be the lap that the 9 comes down. Everybody trying to short pit Private Patton. And here he comes. He's not going to stay out a lap longer. As we have about 7 laps to go. We'll see when the 32... Well, no, because the 32 is running third. I don't think he's come down pit road yet. I don't know if he has. Has he? Damn it. 7 to go, though. The 9 is down. Here comes the 5. Tristan Dobbs. He will get back around the 47 of 1-9. Dobbs just has to get ahead of this 9 of Private Patton, who's now getting off of pit road. There you see him on pit exit, just now getting into turn 1. That's JE to the bottom. And the 5 will get by the 9. Two lap fresher tires, we will see, but he is already into a dogfight with the 47, who will not be holding back. Will he Ryan Newman the 9, or will they work together to try and get to Dobbs? who does have a car in front of him. I believe that's Indy. It is JRC Indy ahead of the 5 of Tristan Dobbs. And with the line Indy's taken, it might be able to let that 5 close in. Now, if that 5 closes in, he's got draft help. Meanwhile, what I said is true. The 47 and the 9 are working together. Here's a little bit of help for the 5 ahead of him in the 32 of Mikey Danman. He's going to get a little draft off of him, sneak to the bottom. But I think it might be a little too late for all that help. The 47 is in his draft. So this, a 3-car fight for the win with about 3 to go.
Mikey Danman is still in the lead.
He is still in the lead, but he will have to come down pit road. He does not have enough to make it to the end. These 3 right here are the fight for the win.
Yep. One man's going to drop back quickly there. No, it's just going to try to clean it up.
And here comes Patton to the outside of the 5. He's going to try it. 1-9 going to go with him. He's going to go choose himself, or at least try to. The 5 cuts his nose off. Dobbs to the inside of the 9. Lap traffic ahead as these guys are now closing in on the 24 of JRC. And actually, here comes, hold on, the white flag.
Mikey Danman.
Mikey Danman takes the white on what has to be fumes.
Yep, he's gas. Patton slammed the wall, so now it's just Tristan and 1-9.
Here he comes, sputtering. He is out. Mikey Danman out of fuel. He will get to the line first.
Wow.
Damn near neutral, Mikey Danman.
Wow.
Your winner. Side by side for second. 1-9 has the run, but Dobbs has the outside momentum. It'll be close. 1-9 gets second. Dobbs third. The 9 fourth. Juggle Punk will round out your top 5 a lap down. JE 6th. Slamero 7th.
Hey.
8th is Indy. Yokeman 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Mudweiser. Mikey Danman. Hold up.
King of fuel saving.
He just played spoiler. Nobody in the round of 8 won tonight. But that could have been huge for Tristan Dobbs in his bid to make the Final 4. Because you lagged out, Lord Grizzle wasn't here, Tristan Dobbs would inevitably be the 4th car in. And JE had a bad day too. So he could have potentially even moved up to 3rd because it's only an 8-point difference between the two.
I have to outperform in Texas. That was a race for sure, that finish. But I said it before, Mikey Danman, he is known for his fuel saving, so, and fuel saving won him the race.
Yeah, by the skin of his shaft, it got him the win.
Yeah.
And
the other chat.
Yeah.
Talking with you though.
Yeah, buddy.
Booth buddies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, have fun.
Yeah. And that was Sir Gillians who spent his time up here with us. Want to say thanks to him for doing that. That was pretty cool. But what was cool was the way this one ended. I thought for sure that 32 was going to have to come down pit road, but man, he was out there pushing that car across the line. But it got him the win. So Mikey Danman plays spoiler as we move on to next week. Texas, the final race in the round of 8. I believe we can say 19mm. It's probably going to be a lock for the championship 4. But it will be close at the cutoff line. I'm bad at math, so I can't exactly tell you. I can confirm. I can, with certainty, say Tristan Dobbs is right now in the final 4. I can with certainty say that. However, who else is going to be there? I don't know. That just means y'all got to tune in next Monday at 8 for the final race to decide our championship 4 at Texas. But my name is Walbridge. It's been a pleasure. I thank you for being here, and I say good night.